Hi, this is Jeff with the IT department, here to give you a WordPress video on how to change your widgets in your menus. So let's go ahead and dive into it right now. We're going to go to the information technology training site, and let's just go ahead and visit the site real quick and give you a quick brief sense of what we're looking at. This right here is the sidebar widget and menu area. Right now you can see it has what's an archive and a meta. Ignore this. This is what WordPress inserts by default in your site. So if you see this, it just means there's nothing in there. So let's go back to the dashboard, and we're going to come down here to appearance, and then let's start with a navigation menu. Let's create one first. Now to do this, you need to make sure you have pages all ready to go so you can insert into the menu. You can see over here that I have 3 pages for an example that we can start working with. So what you're going to do is you're going to come over here and create a menu. Let's just call this menu 1 and create it. And you can see you can add other menus here too. So I'll go ahead and make another one just for fun. So menu 2. And create it. So basically, once you get if you have multiple sections that you want to navigate, that's fine. You put them all up in here. So now the next thing to do is to populate it with the pages that you want to put in there. So you can make custom links. If you have a page on the outside that you want to link it to, you can add it to the menu, or you can use pages that are already existing. So for this example, for menu 1, we're going to make a navigation with the 3 pages that I have currently in our site. So I'm going to select pages 1, 2, 3, and we're going to add these to menu 1. And by clicking it, you'll see that they're arranged just as they are down here. But let's say I want page 1 up at the top. So just simply drag it. And let's say page 2 I want here. Now if you kind of want to, there's a little feature here where you can indent it. Just simply move it over, so when it shows up, let's say page 1 is kind of a subset of page 2. That's kind of what that does. It just for easier viewing, I guess. So if I like this, the way it looks, I'm going to go ahead and save this menu. Now in the next example, let's go to menu 2. Let's say I want to make some custom links for some outside pages. So the first one I'm going to start with, you need to make sure that you have the entire URL, which includes the http:// We're going to make a link to Google. So www.google.com. Menu item, we're just going to name it Google. And let's add it to this menu. And let's make one more. Let's make one to Yahoo. So www.yahoo.com. We'll call this one Yahoo. Oops. And add to menu. And we want one more. Let's do EOU. So www.eou.edu. And we'll call this EOU. Oops. And add this to the menu. So we've got 3 custom menus here. If we like what this looks like I said, you can do the same thing if you want Yahoo at the top. But since we love EOU, EOU is going to go at the top, and I like Google better than I like Yahoo. So we'll order them like that. Let's save this menu. So now that the menu has been created, from here what you're going to do is you're going to go to the widget side. And this is what actually controls, I'll go back to our site here. This is what controls what gets inputted here. Even though you've created the menu for the widgets, sorry, I go back here. Even though you've created these, it doesn't insert them into your page until you come to this section here called widgets. And right now, the way our template's set up, there's no other footers, there's no other secondary widget areas, so just ignore these. The primary widget area is where you're going to be inputting all of your content that you create. And you can see here we've got a few widgets that are available to make. The 2 you will probably using the most is the custom menu, which we just created. So we're going to bring it up here. Now you have the choice of choosing between menu 1 and menu 2. So let's go ahead and put our menu 1 here. And let's call this IT training, since this is showing our internal pages. And we save it. And if you want your other custom menu in there, you simply drag another one in there. See how it creates a box, drop it in there. And now we're going to select menu 2 and we're going to call this external IT training. Maybe if I can type. And we're going to save this. And one more thing to show you, like I said, there's a few of them here you can play with. You're probably not going to use any of them except for this one. This one's called the text widget. A lot of people will probably use this for contact information. So I'm going to scroll down here. So you can put whatever you want in here. The cool thing about this is it will accept HTML coding. If you're experienced in HTML coding, you can insert special graphics or links. I'll give you an example. This is the IT page, and in it we created custom links to, if you want to submit a technology ticket or if you want to link to our email account. But like I said, this is only for HTML experienced coders. I wouldn't suggest it if you feel uncomfortable with HTML coding. So for this example, we're just going to use a regular text. We're going to make a contact information. So I put in a title. If you don't, you don't have to put in a title if you don't want. It just identifies what the contact or the content is for the particular page. So we're IT, we're at 1 University Boulevard in LeGrand, and I'll put in our phone number. And now for anything that you insert with text, you always want to make sure you click this automatically add paragraphs. If you don't, it's not going to display properly. This is the reason why it accepts HTML coding. It doesn't know if it's HTML code or if it's just regular text. So by checking this, it knows it's regular text and to read it like that. So if you do this and you don't check that and it looks weird, just come back to this and check it out. So we're going to save this. And you can close it or you can delete it. It's totally up to you. If you don't want something in here, you can just drag it out. You can drag it out here if you want to keep it for later, but we're just going to go ahead and put it in here. And same thing, you can drag these around, kind of like the menus. If you want your contact information here and your other menu there, you can move it around. But let's go ahead and make sure these are saved, and let's go and view our page and see what they look like. Now you can see over here, these are the menus that we created. This takes us to page 1. This takes us to page 2, which doesn't have anything on it. And page 3 has nothing on it either. This is the contact information that I was showing you that shows how to contact IT. And these are our external links. So this one will take us to the EOU homepage. This will take us to Google with the pretty flowers, and of course this will take us to Yahoo. So, and it keeps it all within the same page, keeps everything up in here. So the cool thing is if you're within your internal, if you make a navigation menu and people they have two options of getting back to your main page. I always put our home page at the top. So this page 1 is actually our home page here. But let's say we want to go to page 2. This is what's called a breadcrumb. You can go back to your main page by clicking that link here too. So that's another little cool feature that we added into WordPress. And of course these are external links, so there's no links to get back into our main page. We just hope the user clicks the back button like I'm doing here. So basically this is how you make menus and widgets. As I indicated earlier, let's go ahead and go back into the widgets area. You can create an HTML coding thing, but again, we only recommend you do it if you're comfortable with HTML coding. For this example, we're just going with basic examples. You can visit our WordPress page, which I'll show you how to get there from our IT page. It is in our software training, WordPress. This is our WordPress training manual, and it clicks to a Google document. As I explained in another video, we have a lot of external pages. This is a manual of all of the trainings you're viewing here, but it does give some examples on widgets, on how to create them and how to create some advanced ones. So this is the advanced user section. Again, we have a little disclaimer, only to use if you're comfortable with HTML coding, because it does involve a little bit of editing within the code. But it does give you some examples on how to embed pages or YouTube videos or Google Docs into your page. But again, you want to be comfortable with HTML coding. So anyway, this page will be populated with these videos as soon as I get done making them. So anyway, this was our conclusion for menus and widgets. I hope you learned a lot with these videos. If you have any questions, please give us a call at the IT Help Desk. Our phone number is 541-962-3111. Or our email address is helpdesk@eou.edu. Thanks for watching these videos. I hope you learned a lot, and we'll see you again real soon.